The Australian Federal Police Chief has warned journalists and MPs they're not above criminal prosecution. Several high-profile journalists now face the possibility of jail time after AFP raids on the ABC's Sydney headquarters and the home of News Corp editor. News Corp Australasia Executive Chairman Michael Miller criticised the raids. He says the threat of criminalising journalism puts democracy at risk.
The AFP's acting commissioner has defended the operation. He says there are criminal allegations under investigation that authorities cannot ignore. And the journalist at the centre of an investigation over her report about a secret government plan to spy on Australians has given her first TV interview since the ordeal. Anika Smith spoke to Sky News as Labor considers calling for a Senate inquiry.
When Anika Smith heard a knock on her front door on Tuesday morning, she thought it was the cleaner.
I was definitely not expecting 7 police officers to show up at my home.
The federal police officers are combing over every inch of the News Corp political journalist's property for the next 7 hours.
They went through everything. They started in my bedroom, they went through my bedside drawers, under my bed, inside my bed, through all my clothes, the pockets in my clothes. As it's been well publicised, my underwear drawer.
Speaking to Ben Fordham on the Bolt report, who has revealed he too is under investigation for his reporting, Ms Medhurst spoke of the shock of suddenly becoming the story rather than reporting it.
It was a very confronting experience, and I've had to shed a few tears over the past 48 hours. I guess I've been quite overwhelmed by the whole experience. I've never been in trouble with the law in any way.
She claims she was given no warning about the raids, stemming from a story she wrote 14 months ago about a secret government plan to spy on Australians.
When you're looking at strangers rifling through your underwear drawer and going through all of these intimate parts of your home, do you feel violated?
Absolutely. It was awful to watch. I got 2 legal representatives there, 2 lawyers came over, and one of them watched the physical search and took notes, and one of them sort of observed the online search, and that was I was in shock.
A day after Ms Medhurst's home was raided, the national broadcaster became the target. The raids drawing criticism from media outlets and rights groups who say it's a clear attack on press freedom. Ms Medhurst is standing by her story.
I believe there is a right to know. I think Australians have a right to know that a digital spy agency that is meant to defend us from foreign threats had actually decided or was considering using those powers to monitor people in Australia. I think that is a significant story. I stand by the story. And I guess that was the decision that was made last year to run the story, thinking it was in the public interest, and we stand by that.
But the AFP is defending the raids, rejecting claims they're intimidating journalists. The Prime Minister claims he knew nothing, and police say no government minister directed their actions. Labor has slammed the government's response, and calling for a Senate inquiry remains an option. Elizabeth Tilley, Sky News.